This story is set in the future, in the year 10,191. Humans have learned to travel at the speed of light, which is why they have reached all the nearby planets and now rule over all of them. One such planet is shown, called Koromov. It is a very powerful planet. The people here use a special kind of powder that is said to be stronger than nuclear weapons. When they consume it, they gain immense powers. The people living here are called subscribers. They are said to subscribe to their people, which is a symbolic or cultural gesture of loyalty or identity. They hold a dangerous position called Temple Run. Now this task is given to a clan called Pyro, who are from another planet. Then people from Koromov arrive and forbid mining there. Because of this, the Pyro people are forced to leave with their people. Then we are shown a boy named Paul, who is having dinner with his mother. His mother has many magical powers, and she is teaching those powers to Paul as well. Paul tells his mom that he keeps having the same dream repeatedly about a girl with blue eyes. On one of the other planets, a king arrives and tells Paul's father, who is the leader of their planet, that on the emperor's orders, they are to start mining spice. Paul's father accepts this. Paul is shown with his friend Quarter, to whom he says he had a dream where he was killed. But Quarter doesn't pay much attention to this. Then Paul goes to his father. The emperor has ordered them to go to a planet and mine spice there. Actually, this is a trap. They want Paul's people to go there so that a conflict begins between them and those who were already mining there. If that happens, the emperor will gain complete control over the spice. That planet also has beings called Fremen, who protect the spice. Whoever comes to mine the spice must fight them. Paul tells his father that he wants to go to that land and become friends with the Fremen so that they can help them when needed. Paul's father doesn't say anything. Previously, the emperor had sent a group to that planet and appointed them. It is believed that a prophecy exists about a chosen one, and that person is Paul. Paul is chosen as Big Boss, a symbolic leader or chosen one. Paul's mother tells him that there is a prophecy in the universe, that a Messiah will bring peace among the planets. But if this comes true, he will have to face many hardships. Paul arrives with his full team. Paul enters a room and someone tries to kill him. It is revealed that these subscribers once mined spice here, but were removed. Now they think Paul and his people are enemies, which is why they tried to kill Paul. Paul's father invites the leader of the Fremen, who are warriors living on the planet, and assures them that there will be no problems like before. He says no one will attack them. Actually, Paul's father wants to make peace with them, but the leader says finish your work quickly and leave this planet. The Fremen don't have modern weapons and can't stand up to an army. The next day, Paul's father and his men go to a place where a huge machine is mining spice from underground. On this desert planet, water is extremely scarce. They are told to evacuate the machine quickly because a giant sandworm is approaching.
Take one.
Paul's father sees this and calls for the flying machines to airlift the mining machine elsewhere. But one of the ropes breaks and they are unable to lift the machine. So they focus on saving the people instead. Paul gets strange dreams again, which confuse him. They somehow manage to escape, and just as they leave, the giant worm destroys the machine. Paul again sees the girl with blue eyes in his visions. He also sees his unborn sister in the vision. Then a doctor appears who gives Paul and his father sleeping medicine because they are both wounded. That night, Paul's father wakes up to a faint sound. He sees that someone has killed the young man guarding them. Before he can understand anything, his body is destroyed with gas. The doctor did this on orders from the emperor's soldiers. Paul's father is ultimately killed with poison gas. The enemy attacks. Paul's father's entire army is defeated and captured. Paul's mother is also captured and thrown into prison. But Paul and his mother manage to escape. The enemy now controls the planet. Paul realizes his father is dead. He again gets a vision of the girl with blue eyes fighting in a war with him. He understands that in the future, he will have to fight against the emperor. He and his mother travel to a new place where he meets someone he had seen in his dream. That person agrees to support him. Paul learns that earlier, the people stopped searching for water and focused only on spice mining. He says, "My father always wanted to live with the people of this planet peacefully." Paul decides to team up with someone named Jasmine and form an army with the maximum group. He vows to fight the emperor's army. He says that when his mother becomes older, he will use her powers to wage war against the emperor. But in that war, someone close to Paul is killed, just like in his dreams. He takes the girl with blue eyes with him and moves away with his army. The emperor is furious and orders all the Fremen to be killed. Meanwhile, Paul's mother reaches a tribe after crossing the desert. This is the same tribe the blue-eyed girl belongs to, but Paul doesn't tell her that he has seen her in his dreams. The Fremen believe Paul is the Messiah mentioned in the prophecy and agree to accept him into their group. But one warrior doesn't believe Paul is the Messiah. He says if he truly is the Messiah, he must fight me. A duel begins between Paul and the warrior. Paul uses a sacred dagger, just like the one he saw in his dreams with the blue-eyed girl. Before the fight begins, Paul hears a voice in his vision saying, "If you want to become the Messiah, you must first change yourself from within." A fierce fight begins. Paul manages to defeat the warrior but doesn't want to kill him. He has never killed anyone before. Then the same voice reminds him, "Only when you change from within can you become the Messiah." Paul understands and kills the warrior. He tells the Fremen that he wants to join them and first destroy the enemy army and their leader. Then they will move toward the enemy's stronghold. As all this happens, Paul again sees the blue-eyed girl who tells him, "This is just the beginning." With this, the movie ends.